Hello again everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Standalone Gaming. Thank you for joining me for another episode of our SnowRunner series, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Alright everyone, welcome back. In the last episode we explored Smithville Dam a little bit, grabbed some watchtowers, and found some upgrades, and we cleared one part of the road. In this episode we're going to continue looking for the watchtowers, unlocking those, looking for upgrade parts along the way, hopefully getting to level 7 and unlocking more tires. So with that being said, we're going to hop right out. The first watchtower is down towards the south. So we got a watchtower here. We have one all the way up here. And we have one all the way down here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and grab this one first. Head back down towards this direction. And then come back up. Reason being is because this one's a little bit further away. I want to make sure we have enough gas to get there and back. And if not, maybe we can always recover and then come back and grab these two. With that being said, we're going to head to the dam. Drive on over there. So another reason I unlocked this road over here, where we did the roadblock task, is because it's one of the major, or not major, but main roads leading to the dam. So you drive down here. Sometimes these little rocks will hurt your suspension. You drive down here, instead of making that right to get the upgrade part, we make the left. There'll be a dirt road. Drive down that dirt road a little bit past the farm. And then a little bit past the farm is where you see the dam. There is a task right there. You can pick it up. I already did. With that being said, we're at the dam. This is the dam. Looks pretty cool. Always enjoy a good view in this game. You get through the dam, there's a trailer yard right there, and then you'll reach this part right here where this road is taken out. So, drive down, you can grab this Smithville Bridge. I think they just want wooden planks. But as you can see, there's a bunch of winch points. If you look over there, there's the telephone pole and everything, so we're not going to fix that just yet. We're going to try to winch our way over. Once you made it to the other side, you're in the clear. Now basically all you gotta do is follow this road, and it should lead us to the watchtower all the way at the top. Make sure you're watching for these rocks here. They usually don't cause too much damage, but if you keep hitting them, your suspension eventually will give out. It makes it a lot harder to travel through most of the obstacles that are in your way. Especially be careful there. If you hit one the wrong way, it could flip you over. You get flipped over there, you might be taking a tumble down the hill. Nice trailer there. Looks like it's got service spare parts on there. With the Hummer, we should be able to make it with gas, but with the other vehicles, you'll have to keep an eye on your gas. Make sure that you can actually make it all the way up here. I think the Hummer has one of the bigger fuel tanks for a Scout, at least this early in the game. Pretty sure the Chevy and the Scout 800, the ones that we found, have really low tanks. Even the, I think it's the Con, has like 22 liters or something like that, compared to the Hummer. The Hummer has about 80. So it is a pretty far distance away, so keep that in mind if you're driving up here, you know, using one of the other vehicles. Make sure that you have enough gas. Keep an eye on it. The first time I went through here, I drove the Con up here. One with the big, really big tires. I think it's from the Russian DLC. And I made it all the way up here, but I was trying to multitask and do something else on the way back down. Ended up running out of gas. Could drive up there, but we're just going to follow the road. It's a little bit easier. Don't want to risk tipping over. We should have plenty of gas. Now, if I'm correct, I believe this is the last turn. You see there's a little path up here. All you gotta do is drive off right where that path is. Follow it up to the watchtower. Put it in low 3, put diff lock on. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting up here. Worst case, stay by some trees, and have a winch point. And there you have it. One more watchtower down. Now this unlocks this area. As you can see, there's another gateway to Drummond Island. There's an upgrade part down here. There's an upgrade part over here. There's an upgrade part down here. So lots of unlocks for that one. Trying to decide whether or not to go for the upgrades now or not. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go for the upgrades. So we're gonna go back down, go up towards the warehouse here, come down this road, grab that one. And it looks like there's another path heading this way. We're gonna try to grab that one. And then hopefully make it all the way down here, grab this one. And then we'll head to that next watchtower. So it's gonna be an upgrade and watchtower video. See if I tip myself over going backwards. Beauty of having a autonomous winch is you can, you know, do stuff that's a little bit more risky. You don't really have to worry about flipping over as much, especially when you got some, you know, the roof rack and the trunk supplies. You can always repair things if needed. So I have the ability to flip myself back over, and I also have the ability to repair anything that I do end up breaking. I mean, luckily so far I don't think I've had to use it. There has been times where I used the gas from the supplies, but other than that I haven't had to use most of the other supplies. So all we're gonna do is go up, head up this road some more, keep following it. We'll pass a warehouse, and then we should pass a dirt road. It should be on our right. We're gonna head down that dirt road, head right to the upgrade part. Now a little quick trick while you're here. If you ever run low on gas and you don't have the other upgrades or the supplies, you can always come here, buy one of the fuel trailers here, right? And then you can go down and refuel yourself with that said trailer, right? So you make sure you're using the scout trailer as your source, the Hummer as your target. Fill up your gas tank. Go ahead and resell the trailer for the same amount of money. Now we have full gas. Didn't cost us anything, and we still have the gas in our supplies. I would say it's kind of like an exploit, but it's not, because sorry. I would say it's not an exploit because anytime you refuel yourself anywhere else anyway, it's still free. If it costs money somewhere else, I would probably say it was an exploit. You're not really, I guess you're just taking advantage of the situation we're given. Here's the dirt road, and we're gonna head down this way. Looks a little bumpy. I don't think we'll have too many issues as long as it doesn't get super muddy. Let's make sure that we're gonna go the right way first. Alright, so we wanna go straight. Go straight, head down to this upgrade part. There's another little side path there. We're gonna go through there. Should lead us up to this upgrade part. Then if we follow this path back down, it should take us to this upgrade part. At least that's the plan. Who knows what'll happen in that time. Maybe we'll flip or something and we'll have to recover and work on something else. But for now, our plan. That's that's our mission for this episode. So. Like I said, we can always flip ourselves back over, but if we don't have a winch point to attach to, there's no way we can flip ourselves back over. Kind of like that. Well, at least we get to show it off, showcase it, right? You want to make sure you're doing it manually. Attach it to the part that's in the air, and then you want to attach it to like a tree like that, and then when you winch back over, you pull your vehicle right back over. Once you're back on your wheels, you can start the engine back up, and you're good to go. I'm going to drive down here a little bit more. Now, like right here would be a bad spot to flip, because there are trees, but like they're so far away. So the more winch spots you have, the easier it will be to flip your vehicle back over. But if you don't have winch spots, you will not be able to flip yourself back over, no matter how hard you try. Keep on coming down here. I assume we'll see the vehicle soon. Pause it real quick, we'll take a look. So it's actually off to our left. We'll go over this way a little bit. Looks like it's right there. Go ahead and grab this. Race suspension for White Western Star. I don't think I've ever used that vehicle. Might be good, might be bad. Haven't checked it out. Like I said, we're starting to reach parts that I haven't actually done yet. I don't think I had that upgrade in my last playthrough. So just keep that in mind as we progress, that you know, some of these areas and terrain and things like that I haven't actually accomplished already. So if I seem like I'm being a noob, it's because I haven't played it before. So. Like I said, if you're pretty prepared, you do most of the watchtowers and stuff, you know what's gonna, you know the location, you know the area, you should have enough information to achieve your goals of completing the map. That in mind. Like we're getting a little muddy up here. They almost tried to trick us because we would have drove over to the left here. I don't think there's any winch points. So it's a good thing we're going around the outskirts here. Path should lead us around. A little nerve-wracking driving next to water like that. I'm fairly certain if you go deep enough in the water, you'll be forced to recover. If you leave your diff lock on, it'll start to get red like that. You need to make sure it's off. Or it gets red, it'll severely damage a lot of parts in your vehicle. Between the suspension and the tires, I think it even does engine damage. So make sure that you're not having that as one of your issues. I'm making it up fairly easy. That's the one I wanted to attach to. Pull ourselves up a little bit. Seems like we're able to accomplish our goal of getting up here. As I said before, we got a bunch of upgrades from Alaska for the Hummer, so we decided to do that before we left. I think there was about 3 altogether that we ended up getting before we left, and it's definitely helping out in Smithville Dam here. All right, this is for this truck. It's a freeway differential or gearbox. Now we're probably not going to use that because, like I said, I think it was like episode 1 or 2 in this game where it's a lot of this game is going to be mud and dirt and all that stuff. Like even when you drive the main roads, you can see, you know, that eventually all of them turn into dirt. Like right here, that's the main road, but there's dirt. There's never, so far as I've played, I haven't seen any road that stayed road. So there's no point in having stuff for the road if you're never gonna have straight road. You know what I mean? Kind of like the highway vehicles. The highway vehicles always end up being super trash because you can't drive them in any other area other than the highway. So if the highway doesn't get you to where you need to go, that vehicle is essentially useless. So off-road vehicles are like one of the better classes in this game. I really wish they would have like made the highway more pronounced, like have one main road and then like have dirt pull-offs to where it would make sense to use like a highway vehicle for some of it, you know what I mean? But as far as I've played, that's not the case. Literally every map so far that I played, the main road only goes so far and doesn't really help you in any of your objectives. So there's kind of no point upgrading a highway vehicle or a highway truck in any sense. You can unlock, you know, certain stuff and the off-road tires for them and stuff too, but it just makes more sense to do that for the vehicle that's going to be the most beneficial, which would be a vehicle that's already meant to go off-road. We're going to take a little shortcut here. Hopefully it don't bite us in the booty. We'll drive straight down. Try not to flip. And here's our shortcut. Right back to the road here. This road should lead us to where we need to go. And we should be able to get that third upgrade part before moving on to the Watchtower. So it looks a little muddy down here. Usually it's not super, it's not like such a big deal, but you definitely want to see if you have better options first. So looks like what we need is literally right through the middle here. So what I would recommend is maybe driving to like right here, this location, and then going off to the side instead of driving right through this. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. If I remember correctly, there's also a vehicle down here that we can obtain. I could be wrong and it could be up here. I know for a fact if you go to this watchtower, it'll show you where it is. We'll figure that out a little bit later. So we're just going to grab that upgrade part. We're going to head to that watchtower, and if we see it and we get it, we'll get it. So I'm going to try my best to stay near the telephone poles here. The telephone poles are like one of the better things to winch to. They don't pop out of the ground or anything like these trees or anything like that, so. Attached to anything else? What's going on here? Oh, I guess not. We're gonna try to reverse quick. seems like everything we have the winch to is off to the right here. I could have sworn we could winch to those other things, but it does not seem that way, so we gotta try to see if we can get out of here real quick. Alright, we saved ourselves a little bit there. Sometimes the manual winch is better. You gotta find and hook up to a place that's better for your situation. Sometimes the auto winch is helpful, but it's not going to be as helpful as being able to select where you can winch to. So as you can see, our square for the upgrade part is right up through there. There's a bunch of winch points right here, so we're just going to go ahead and drive right through this. Didn't even need the winch. Once you get through that first area there, fairly easy to get this upgrade. And it's a race suspension for the Scout 800. If you remember, that's one of the first Scouts that we unlocked before, or after, I'm sorry, the Chevy, the Chevrolet that you get in the very beginning. We unlocked the Scout. It kind of looks like a Jeep. I'm not sure if it is a Jeep or not, but it looked like one. And this is for that. I don't know if you kept it. I decided to sell it. Probably won't be buying it back. It's one of the easier vehicles to flip over, especially as a Scout. We probably won't be using it in this playthrough. Maybe I'll do like a challenge playthrough later and use maybe all the top heavy vehicles or something like that, but in this let's play, we're just gonna be focusing on trying to get the things done and just kind of enjoying ourselves, making it as easy as we can, and yeah, at least that's my plan for this let's play. We might have gotten ourselves stuck right here. There's nowhere for us to winch to. We are moving very slightly, so maybe we can get out of here eventually. Yeah, we're definitely moving, but very, very slowly. So I'm going to try to get out of here. I may or may not speed the video up depending on how long it takes. But I'll see you once we get out of here. Alright, so once we move forward a little bit, we could find a winch point. Once we found the winch point, it was fairly easy for us to get out of there. So we're going to keep on moving. Looks like there's a vehicle right over there. We're gonna go take a look, see if that's the vehicle we can grab. Definitely a vehicle over here. International Transtar, so I'm fairly certain that's an off-road vehicle. Go ahead and change trucks. We will recover this guy. And we now are the owner of an International Transtar. So it's a highway vehicle, so as I said before, usually they're not very good for what we need to do. There's not many roads that are actually accessible. Most of the areas have dirt roads and other things in the way, so we're just going to go ahead and sell this. Now we're going to go back to our Hummer. And we're going to try to get out of here. And we're going to try to get out of here. did get out of there, so we're gonna keep on moving. We may end up having to use the gas on our extra supplies, but that's one of the reasons why we have it. I like having the rack and the trunk supplies so we can get extra gas and keep on moving. So we're gonna go up here. There's a dirt road up there. We're gonna follow this dirt road and find out if that leads us to the watchtower. We're gonna go ahead and make it daytime quick though. So we're gonna drive right through here. There's a few winch points. Hopefully we won't need them, but that was actually fairly easy to get through. So we made it through. Get to keep moving. Now we got the power lines here, so we can always attach to the power lines. And we made it through. So we're going to follow this road a little bit. Sure what kind of mud that was. Kind of looks like sand, quicksand or something. But using the winch, we can get out fairly easy. Keep on moving. Once we find a split in the road, probably when we'll take a pause and see which direction we need to go. And as I'm mentioning it, here we are. Now obviously we're gonna want to head up this way. Not entirely sure if this road heads right to the watchtower or not, but it seems to get us closer. So gonna head up this way. Head on up towards the watchtower. Worst case, maybe we can make our own shortcut and drive up a hill or something. But at the end of the day, that's where we want to be. Sort of location here. Looks like there's a task. Go ahead and pick it up while we're here. 2 trailers, one with steel beams, one with a cover. Since the watchtower is right there, we're going to go ahead and cut through the woods here. Not sure if there's a path that leads right to it or not. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. We're going to go ahead and just cut through the woods here. The vehicle shouldn't be able to make it with no issues. There we have our watchtower. That went and unlocked us another gateway to Island Lake. It showed us those that task we just got. There's another task down here, repair the truck. Another task down here, lost bags. There's an upgrade part over here, and it's on the way to our location, so we might as well pick that up on the way. So, oh, and there's also Unlucky Fisherman, which is another task. So we're gonna go ahead and might as well grab this upgrade and then make it to the last watchtower. And here we go. Just be careful on this hill, you don't want to roll. You can tip yourself and then you'll end up rolling down most of it, so keep an eye out. Be a little extra careful, keep your winch button ready. Worst case, you can always stop yourself from rolling too far. You connect yourself to a tree or something. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to check this out. So basically all we have to do is follow this road all the way down and we'll be there. That's what we're going to do. Go straight down this path. Again, make sure you don't want to tip over or nothing like that. Seems like it's getting really steep in some areas. Starting to get a decent amount of money. We could possibly buy another vehicle. I might give it a few episodes before we decide to do that, but you know, at this point you're getting a decent amount of money. I think you can afford to purchase a vehicle. Say if you have something that you wanted in mind or you've been saving up for, now would probably be a good time. Assuming you have enough money, obviously. You can't buy something if it's more than what you have. But if you've been following along, playing along with me, you'll have about 100 grand. So most vehicles, especially Scouts, will probably be cheaper than that. Here we go, got another upgrade part. Go ahead and pick that up. It's engageable all-wheel drive for the GMC MH9500. So, if you remember, that is the very first highway vehicle that we found. We ended up selling because we ended up getting the Fleet Star. I don't think the Fleet Star is off-road, but I think it's heavy-duty. I could be wrong. But it's just a more capable vehicle than the GMC, or the other highway vehicle. We'll drive down this road a little bit more, and then if I'm correct, there's another turn off, and this should lead us right to the last watchtower, at least in Smithville Dam. Every time you go to a new map, there'll be a whole nother list of watchtowers and stuff, or at least I'm assuming. Like I said, you know, this is about as far as I got in my original playthrough, so we're starting to break ground and reach new points even for me. So for the most part, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I know the gist of everything, but I still haven't explored every area. I haven't really done any of the DLC stuff. Okay, so once you see how my tires are stuttering like that, I can tell I'm about to run out of gas. So press the up button, and we can refuel with the roof rack right here. And we also have the trunk repair supplies. Both have 40. The Hummer takes 80. You got a nice little full tank of gas if you have both of those with you. And as you can see, we traveled fairly far. We went up and got that last watchtower. It's probably the furthest one here. We got 2 or 3 upgrade parts along the way before getting to the second watchtower. We picked up that other upgrade part just a little bit ago, and now we're gonna hit a 3rd watchtower. So, beauty of having all these supplies, you can go ahead and refuel yourself at any time, or as I showed earlier, you can do that with the trailer. I have plenty of ways to keep on going. Pretty cool how you can see the truck in the bottom there. It's kind of parked. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's the dam. And with that being said, we got a lot of the stuff done. We found an upgrade part there. We'll probably get that in the next episode. We got another upgrade here. We got boulders. Looks like there's another Chevrolet. Looks like a vehicle we can obtain. 3 tasks that we can go and do. We have some objectives here for oil barrels. But with that being said, that being our last watchtower, we're going to go ahead and call the episode here, and I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed watching.
I'll fucking take smoke, I'm a poker holder, you choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.